Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is I'm recording myself right now, seeing the information for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where the person's doing a trade recap or giving you analysis with hindsight in their favor, then this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty, raw look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll get some value here in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at the open. Watching 245 here as potential short. I'm not sure what happened there. I clicked it. I don't know why that didn't go through. All right, well, let's try 240. Yeah, there it is right there. Let's see if I can get filled on a back test up to 245. Or am I just going to get completely left behind here? Ah, bummer. That was... And I saw it too. It flashed over here. Oh, that's disappointing. All right, well, let's hop over here to Nvidia. $129.10 looks pretty interesting. Nvidia 129.10 plus 0.1 minute. I do have a private trading community, so that's who I'm referring to. What is going on? Let's see if I can get a back test. There we go. Okay. In on the back test, 129.10. I'm short, meaning I want to see prices come down, and that's a good situation. So if prices go up for you beginners, that would be a bad thing, and I'll lose money. Oh, that's really frustrating in regard to Tesla. I'm looking over and it's still just dropping. Well, let's see if Nvidia can help me out here. As it's starting to come down. So it took off half there. Let's see if we can get some off there at 51. Another half of my position that's left. So there we go. Still have 125 shares left. I could see a potential double bottom here. So all out there for a $243 trade. So that one helped out, but still, look at Tesla. But you know, no, oh, I'm sorry. This is not. I'm still looking at Nvidia here. Actually, let me link these up real quick. There we go. All right. But yeah, look at Nvidia. I thought I was getting in up there. 245. A nice $3 drop. But well, that's just how it goes, but I won't complain too much. I clearly did something wrong. I'm not going to blame the software. I'm not going to blame the platform. It was me. I'm not sure quite what I did because I saw it flash up there, but no excuses at the end of the day. Had to have been something that I did, but I'll watch that back in the replay. Maybe or in the comment section, let me know. Did you see what happened there when I clicked and it just didn't go through? But anyways, okay. So starting off up $243. Let's see what else I can find. All right, gonna get short Oh, that's because the price was actually off. So that was... maybe that was a good... I don't know. What's up with coin? A bit more choppier than I'd like. So I will go ahead and never mind on that one. I mean, it's not terrible, but... yeah, volume seems a bit lackluster. What's going on here with RIVN? Oh, wow. We'll check on Tesla. Yeah, nothing really right now. I mean, if you're short now, you're thinking that this move gets even lower. I'd rather see it bounce upwards and then maybe look at some sort of potential rollover move to the downside. All right, I will pause. If you're watching Tesla here, and I missed it again. Tried to get short at 241. And it didn't happen. For those of you that are not totally familiar with my setup, let me bring over my, let me get the marker set up here real quick so I can point this out to you and give you a better idea of how you can tell that I missed it. But if you scroll back, you would have seen a white order over here show up. That means I submitted my market or my order to the market, but I didn't get filled on it. And there it goes. Shoot. Well, not my morning with Tesla, huh? Would have wanted 240. So in hindsight here, or just, you know, playing the what if game, still would not have been a winning trade yet because it has not hit 240. That would have been my first area where I'd want to look to take some profits. But okay, well, I will go ahead and pause and let's see what else I can find. Well, here we go. Is 240 gonna show up close? And there it is. Bummer. Sometimes all you can do is laugh. And Nvidia has given me setups, and Nvidia, I mean, that was a fine trade, but I don't know. It's just, what are your thoughts on Nvidia? Do you trade Nvidia right now? It just seems to have gotten really slow. And I'm just not, but I realize maybe that's some sort of false confirmation bias in my end. So maybe it's not as slow as what I think it is, but it just doesn't seem to be as smooth. I mean, I'll still trade it clearly, but I'd much rather trade Tesla. All right, I'll pause. Okay, watching 137 here on Facebook. Well, Meta, excuse me. We'll see if it comes down or not. But as I... oh, Nvidia. 127.50, it looks good. Yeah. I'm just going to have to pass on it. Oh, and I just missed Facebook too. $239.75. Interesting. I'm gonna watch it, potentially take it with 150 shares because it feels a little bit more high risk. I mean, it's a good setup, but what I call it A plus, I'm not sure about that. In fact, now that I look over at the 5 minute, I want to see this thing bounce up a little bit and then come back down. I'm not going to take it right now. Seems just more risk than what would make sense. So again, want to see this come up some and then come back down, mainly due to the 5 minute time frame, which is what I'm watching off screen. All right, I will go ahead and pause. So I'm very happy with that one because had I taken that, because it did make the move, but like I said, just quite didn't really trust it, and now I'd be in some pain now as this thing, it did break down, acted like it wanted to break down, and then that fast shot back up. So something I definitely played that one right. Still interested, but like I said, just want to see with a little bit more data, and now 239.75 definitely has become more interesting if it comes back into play. Maybe even above there. Curious, can the price get up to VWAP, that yellow line? And if it does, how does it behave? That could be another interesting area. But I will pause for now. I do like 240 here on Tesla now if it comes into play. But first need to see 240 come into play. So you're getting a bit of a bounce right here. But like I said, let's see if this wants to come back down. So watching that very, very closely. I will pause. All right, I'm watching 239.50 here. In at 239.50. Let's see. It's just a question now of can we get continuation down through this trend line here. Trying to play the trend line break. So does it keep breaking, or is that trend line going to serve as a bounce point? So let's see if it wants to come down. Well, it made a move. So it took off half there because, yeah, I don't like this. I'm going to hop out there. This is a market where when you get moves and then they start to come back against you, they can really come back against you very quick. And now what I want to see happen is I want to see this to continue down, because that would build confidence. Like, okay, this is maybe a market where you're going to start to get continuation. What I don't want to see is really, I don't want to be right, meaning I sit here and say, oh, geez, I was right to have gotten out, because that would imply that a big bounce occurs. And I want to see continuation. And it came down there, it hit 239, and then as you saw, it just started to putz around. So, what, hopefully I consider and say, okay, good, I got that wrong. I should not have gotten out so quick, because that would imply that maybe there's some continuation starting to turn in this market. But, this has been a market where a lot of times you'll get either a breakout or a breakdown. Things are looking good for a moment, and then boom, just like that, it snaps back against you. So what we see here, now just because it goes green a little bit, that's fine, but I've been here many times where you get the move, and then all of a sudden, boom, back against you it goes. But all right, so yeah, that was a winning trade. But granted, I did also only do 150 shares, so a little smaller size than normal. But as of now, okay, good. This is encouraging. It actually is still making some downwards move. Not a lot, but it's still working its way down, so that is encouraging to see. But all right, I will go ahead and pause and keep looking around. All right, going to go ahead and get short here on Nvidia, 126.60. This thing came up here, got rejected by the trend line, now seems to be getting rejected by that 50 period moving average. So let's see if we can get some more movement here to the downside. Although, yikes, this thing really, as I was saying earlier on it, not the greatest volatility, but that does work in both directions, meaning, it's not like it's going to be some sort of epic loss. But yeah, let's see if this thing wants to come back down. But wow, as I look at that, took out 150. Just because, yeah, this move has actually been relatively big already. And for me to want it to go even down further is actually putting on a very big requirement. So yeah, this moved down. So in a sense, I didn't mean to, but in being honest with myself, I chased that. So I chased, and rightfully so, and it worked out. But okay, I chased, and then for me to even pick up another, 20, 30 cents, well, okay, that means the price got to get all the way down here. That's a pretty big move when the thing has already moved quite a bit. So that was a bad trade, and I got a little too excited with the rejection, and I mean, it had been red, red, red. So I chased that. Now, going back to what I was talking about earlier, if this thing does continue down, talk about a good vote of confidence. Wow, yeah, this market is certainly getting continuation. It doesn't even matter if things are overextended. It keeps getting continuation. But that was not a very solid entry point, if I'm being brutally honest with myself. So a tricky morning. I haven't traded terribly. That wasn't a good trade. But again, it wasn't like it was a catastrophic issue because it still made sense, still made money on it. So my question is, how honest are you with yourself? I mean, you don't want to take it too extreme. I have confidence. I think I'm a good trader and all of that. So I'm not saying being honest with yourself in the sense of, oh, I'm a terrible trader. Oh, you're terrible. But you know what? How honest are you saying? Are you sure that was a good trade? And no, that was not a good trade for me because I chased the price. And even if the price keeps going, again, that's fantastic. I'm glad to see the continuation, but that doesn't mean that I should have gotten in where I did anyways. And that is a skill that you need to develop as a trader, is don't lie to yourself. Even if you make money, making money does not equate to good decision, good behavior, because the market does reward bad behavior. So just keep that in mind. I've been watching ENPH. I never got the video recording just because it seems like I can't quite time this one up, but that's the one I've been also watching. But yeah, let's see. Now up 296, and I'll go ahead and pause. And right here is what I was a bit nervous of in terms of chasing, overextended, and then you get a quick pop back upwards, which is exactly what happened here. So yeah, I realized I could have made a bit more because it did technically drift down a bit more, but it circles back to just the volatility is not there. So it drifted down quite a bit, but for me and what I actually needed, I mean, it still only really dropped 20 cents from my entry point, which not the greatest. So mistake on multiple fronts, but just from a general price perspective, this is what I meant. You can see the price snap back up. And that, you know, that's a tricky situation to deal with, but we'll see what else is out there. I'll pause. All right, looking for this to get up over 36 and then to come back down through 36 on the short side. So step one here for Tesla, got to get up through 236. And then if it looks like it's going to drop back below 236, I would want to try to get short there. So that's the game plan. So let's see if it can complete step one here of the plan. Okay, nearing 236, there it is. Now let's see if it wants to start to drop back down. In at 236. Okay, here we go. That's what I wanted. And let's see if this thing wants to play ball or not. And by playing ball, I mean reject back here to the downside. It's dropping. Need a bit more. Oh, gave me 152 shares. Oh, come on. So in other words, I got a partial fill. So I'll just have to take that out. Well, that's disappointing. Still may come down, but and you know what? I may still be interested here. Same general idea. Let's see it get up over 236. And I would once again be interested at that spot again. But we'll see if it can get up there. I'll pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up and call it good. So chipping away, just taking what the market gave me. Perfect day, no, but I'm pleased with it given the nature of the market. And, you know, it's always easy to look back in hindsight and say, oh, I could have done this, that, and the other, which is true, but that's why I'm very rich in my hindsight account, and I'm sure you're very rich too. You know, at the end of the day, it's 11 o'clock. If I can put, let's see, I'm up 394 with commissions. I don't know, let's call it 380. If I can put 380 bucks in my pocket after 90 minutes from working at home, you know what, I'm not a greedy savage. That I'm more than happy with that, especially when trading is just one form of income for me. I have lots of other streams of income. So from that point of view, very, very pleased with that, and I will take it. So yeah, just realize, and hopefully you can find some motivation that you don't have to be perfect as a trader. You don't have the market to go, you know, you need the market to go perfectly in your favor or anything like that, it can still work out. Ooh, this is a 235. It's tempting me, but no, I need to move on with my day regardless. So I'll take the 380-ish and move on with my day. So yeah, sometimes you just got to chip away at the market, take what the market gives. You don't have to be perfect, and you can still put some very worthwhile money in your pocket, especially if you approach day trading and use day trading as a side hustle and one of many other income streams, excuse me. And if you're familiar with the community, then you know that that's what we preach a lot around the clay trader universe, if you will, is, hey, multiple streams of income, because when you have diversity of income streams, it just gives you a whole lot more flexibility. So everybody take care. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and I appreciate your time. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.